want the officials to be the best that they can be, and the coaches and the players. And that helps the presentation of the game.
It's a shame the way you mess around with your man. It's a shame the way you hurt me. It's a shame the way you mess around with your man. It's a shame the way you play with my emotions. It's a shame the way you mess around with your man. It's got to be a shame.
Veteran Jim Tunney, after 31 years as one of the top officials in all of sport, announcing his retirement. This his final game in the black and white of the NFL.
I think it's in my 31 years, I probably had 300 NFL coaches. I don't think I've ever had a bad NFL coach. They've always been quality people, no question about it. Even if you see a guy like Kay Stevenson, who knows Kay Stevenson?
Buffalo.
He was a wonderful guy. But you know, when you talk about the guys like Tom Landry, and we talk about Vince Lombardi and George Halas, but Don Shula.
Hello, this is Gina.
Gina, Jim, with Coach Shula.
Hi, Coach Shula.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You and Tunney, are you friends?
It's unbelievable. We've turned out to be real good friends.
Jim calls you the winningest coach.
Yeah, that's because I am. I've won more games. 347 career games is the most that any coach has ever won.
Do you have any memorable games or controversial games that still linger with you?
Yeah, you know, when you think back on your career and, you know, you coached that long, there's certain games that are more memorable than others, certainly. And the field goal game that I coached in.
Was Jim not involved in that game?
Jim was totally involved. We were ahead by 3 points. Green Bay lined up to kick a field goal with about 2 minutes left, and if they missed the field goal, the game's over. All we do is fall on the ball, and the game's over. The official was a gentleman by the name of Jim Tunney, was under the goalpost. At that time, they only had one official under the goalpost. He thought the kick was good, so he ruled it good, and that put us in overtime, and they beat us with a field goal in overtime. After that, they clearly showed that the kick was outside the upright. They decided to raise the upright so it'd be easier for the official to determine whether or not the kick was in or out. So they doubled the height of the upright. Then they put an official under each upright so he didn't have to go running to see the kick. Out of that mistake came a couple of good things that have helped to determine whether or not a field goal is good or not good.
So would you call that a controversial call?
Controversial, certainly in my mind. You know, it was strictly a judgment call, and Jim made the best judgment that he could make.